feel good. I feel good. I feel good, feel good, feel good. I feel good, feel good.
In my last shopping vlog, I took you guys to Sawgrass Mills, the premium outlet mall of Miami, and I told you it was even better than the Orlando outlets. Well, Jazzy and I took a girls' road trip up to Orlando, so this time around, I'm going to take you to some of my favorite outlet malls in Orlando. I located another Gucci boutique, so we're definitely going to run in there, hopefully find another great steal. Later today, I'm going to take you to the mall at Millennia, where they have all of the really fancy upscale shopping. They have a Chanel boutique, which I've never visited, so I'm really excited to see what they have there. My first stop of the trip is actually Oppenheimer Plastic Surgery. This is one of the premier aesthetic clinics in all of Orlando. Along with the larger, more complex surgeries, they also do Botox, fillers. They can perform all of those minimally invasive laser treatments. And that's why we're here today. I was invited in by Luminous to have one of their laser treatments and then share my experience. And if you've ever done a laser facial or had a tattoo removal, you know that the provider usually talks a lot about the type of laser they're using because it makes a huge difference. A lot of the older lasers that have been around for a while are less effective, and they're also really uncomfortable. They can be incredibly painful. Luminous treatments include skin tightening, toning, resurfacing. They can treat cellulite, of course facials, and laser hair removal, which I'm told is virtually pain-free, and that's what I'm going to have done today. So I'm really excited. I'm a little bit nervous. Of course, I have my mask. These are still COVID times, and I've been in touch with the clinic a lot before my visit today, so I know they're taking all of the proper precautions and they're going to keep everybody safe. I just filled out all of my paperwork. I'm just sitting in the waiting area. This is one of the most beautiful clinics I've ever been to. And since they have a new injector, Sarah, on staff, I'm going to have laser hair removal done today, and then I'm also going to inquire about getting my lips filled as well.
The Luminous Laser, the Splendor X that we have, it is the gold standard for laser hair removal. It combines two of the best wavelengths for laser hair removal, the Alex and the YAG. And so a lot of machines will have one or the other. This machine allows you to blend them and allows you to blend them in a customized way for each patient's skin type. So it's very specific for the patient and it's tailored to your skin tone. Typically you need about 6 treatments for full treatment effect. Upper body from the waist up is about every 4 to 6 weeks. Lower body is about every 6 to 8 weeks. What also makes the laser remarkable is it has one, a cool tip, but two, it also has a really cold zimmer which blows really cold air and it makes the treatment like so comfortable, as you probably notice, a lot more comfortable than other procedures. You'll notice a difference after one treatment for a lot of people that you won't have to shave as often, and it'll be several weeks before your hair starts growing in, and usually it'll grow in thinner and a little more sparse.
I'm a little red and swollen right now, but this is the finished result. My lips are nice and plump and juicy. In this case, my mask is really coming in handy. I'll be bruised and swollen for a couple of days, but it should be really easy to hide. Now I'm headed to the mall for some retail therapy. Purchasing my first Penhaligon? I'm purchasing my first Penhaligon fragrance. We just arrived at the Premium Outlet Mall in Orlando, so we're walking around now. We plan to hit the Gucci boutique, there's a Versace store, and I just spotted the cosmetic company store, so we're gonna run in there first and see if there are any great deals on makeup. I think we hit the jackpot. I found so much great Tom Ford makeup. I found my favorite highlighter that was discontinued, so I'm gonna get a backup of my favorite highlighter. I also found a really pretty blush and a bronzer. There is so much incredible high-end makeup here. It's amazing.
I feel good. I feel good. I feel good, feel good, feel good. I feel good, feel good. Woke up this morning feeling a little strange. This state is foreign. I don't feel any pain. I don't understand it. Just like a starry day. This brand new orbit is where I wanna stay. Ghosts of my past don't seem all that close now. Don't even know how. All I know. Yeah, I got problems. Ain't gotta solve them. Right now I'm awesome. All I know. I feel good, even with no makeup. I feel good, nothing but a t-shirt. I feel good, feel good, feel good. I feel good, feel good. I feel good, knowing that I may come. I feel good, no one's gonna stop my. Feel good, feel good, feel good. I feel good, feel good. Feel good, feel good, feel good. I feel good, feel good. Feel good, feel good, feel good. I feel good, feel good. I'm so James Brown. You gotta get up to get down. Dopamine in my veins now. So high, so high, so high. I'm lit up like Vegas. Flashing lights on stages. On those good vibrations. So high, so high, so high. Girls of my past don't seem all that close now. Don't even know how. Yeah, I got problems. Ain't gotta solve them. Right now I'm flawless. I feel good, even with no makeup on. I feel good, nothing but a t-shirt on. Feel good, feel good.
So this is where I walked down the aisle. So crazy. This is where we got married. It's so beautiful. It's even prettier than I remember. We had such a great day. The weather has been amazing. It's nice and cool out. The sun came out. We went to the outlet mall. We had lunch. We've been walking around Windsor Park on Park Avenue. Oh, I lost Alex. We've been walking around Windsor Park and it's such a beautiful day. We are about to head back home. I'm now back home in Miami, sitting in my filming room. It's been about a week since my trip to Orlando, but I wanted to finish this vlog by doing a little recap of my weekend. That way I could show you all of the purchases I made while I was out shopping around in Orlando and do a proper debrief of my luminous laser hair removal treatment. I was a little bit nervous. I didn't really know what to expect. Even though I have had laser hair removal done in the past, I was told this would be a little bit different. Well, it was night and day. My experience with laser hair removal the first time was not really that great. It was somewhat effective. I didn't finish all of the treatments, and every time it was incredibly painful. I did my underarms and bikini line. With this laser treatment, there was no pain. There was no discomfort. And I don't mean minimal pain, minimal discomfort. It was non-existent. All you felt was a little, like a little shot of cool air, and that was it. It was so fast and easy. It's definitely something I would continue to do in the future, something I can highly recommend with 100% confidence. I'm so thankful to Luminous for inviting me in to experience it for myself. Otherwise, I would have no idea. I would just have this really terrible memory in my head of what laser hair removal feels like, and I would just assume that every laser hair removal treatment is that painful. So that was my first and only treatment. I did the underarms, and it's only been a week, but I can already tell that it's growing in a lot lighter and more sparse than it would normally. And then I also had the same treatment done on the lower half of my legs, and that's when you saw the black light. So that was fun, definitely different. I had never had the black light treatment before, but now that I've experienced the difference, there is no going back. I will never have another laser hair removal treatment if it's not a Luminous laser. If you live in the Orlando area, I would check out Oppenheimer Plastic Surgery, but if you don't live in Orlando and this is something that interests you, there are clinics across the country that offer Luminous laser treatment. So I'm gonna make sure that I link all of the information down below in the description box. And Sarah, the nurse practitioner who did all of my treatments, she also filled my lips. She is a jack of all trades, an absolute magician. I highly recommend seeing her if you can. I am so happy with the overall result. The swelling is basically gone. I still have a few lingering bruises, just a few. This one right here is a little bit darker, but I can basically cover it with lipstick, and of course if I am out and about, I have a mask on anyway, so not a big deal, kind of comes with the territory. She was so precise with all of her movements, all of her little injections. She did a really incredible job. I'm bringing you in a little bit closer so I can show you every time I go to someone new, I learn something new, and I have to pass along this information because it's something that I would have never known otherwise. But while I was there, something Sarah explained to me was that as we age, we just naturally lose volume in these two little pockets right here called the columns. So she recommended that I get a little bit of filler in both of these areas. Kind of helps to define the Cupid's bow, but it also just adds a little lift right here. Another area she added a little volume was right here and right here. And you can see in the video I took right after she did my lips, I have a little redness right here and here. It's because she had a little bit left. We ended up doing a full syringe, but at the very end, she said, let me show you something. As we age, we lose volume and collagen right here. It ends up making our mouth look like it's sagging a little bit. And I noticed, I think I was editing a video back maybe a week or two before, and I sort of thought that there was a little bit of a shadow here. It almost looked hollow. And sure enough, she took care of it. She said, let me add just a tiny bit of volume here. And it ends up making the mouth look so much more youthful. And I would have never known to even ask for that. I didn't realize that you could add a little filler there and it would fix that problem. Something that I would have never asked for. Now I'm going to show you all of the purchases I made while I was shopping around, and I stand by my original statement. I truly think that Sawgrass Mills is even better than the Orlando outlets. I know if you live in Orlando, you're gonna fight me on this, but come down to South Florida and see for yourself. Maybe it was the time of year, but I didn't find very many great deals. No great deals at the Gucci outlet. My wallet is thanking me for that. I think the bar has been set way too high. First things first, I picked up some Tom Ford at the cosmetics company store. I don't think I've ever had this much success there, but they had racks upon racks of really great makeup, including this Bronze Glow Tom Ford Soleil Skin Illuminator Face and Body. I think this launched over the summer, so I know it's not incredibly old. I was also able to make sure that it wasn't used, so I'm really happy about this. All of the Tom Ford products were 60% off. I found my Gilt Glow highlighter. This has been one of my favorite highlighters for such a long time. I barely use the one I have because I just don't want it to run out. And they had maybe like 10 of these left, so I had to pick up a new one. It's originally maybe $68, but 60% off, so that was great. And then I also picked up this blush in the shade Flush. This was sort of an impulse buy. I really just purchased it because it was such a great deal. I couldn't resist. I also placed an order at Bloomingdale's for my very first Penhaligon's fragrance. I'm not going to tell you which one I purchased because it hasn't arrived just yet, but I will do an unboxing. And the sales associate was so kind. She made me an atomizer filled with the fragrance to hold me over until it arrives. And you can refill it. It's pretty cool. So I can still wear the fragrance for now, but I was incredibly impressed with this fragrance house. There were so many favorites. It was my first purchase, but it definitely will not be my last. I cannot wait for that to arrive. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned, everything on my face down below in the description box for your convenience. And I'll see you guys in my next vlog.